What's up, guys? I don't usually do the big me, but I forgot to announce something, and so I'm just going to stitch this into the video. Kai and I are bringing back Sub Wars, and our first Sub Wars is going to be this Sunday, 9 a.m. Eastern time. I know it's early if you're Pacific, so sorry about that, but there is another tournament happening later in the day, so we didn't want them to run into each other. And if you're Eastern or like Central time, then like that's pretty chill, right? Signups close this Friday. If you guys have not played into a Sub Wars before, it's basically a tournament between Kai's viewers and my viewers. You have to be subbed to one of our Twitch channels to participate, which means paying, the $5 or using the Twitch Prime subscription on either of us. But we want it to be for just our community. Don't want just other random people signing up. And there is prizing. We actually upped the prizing. Last time, only the winning team won, and now both the winning and the runner-up team are going to get prizing. So pretty cool. And you hear me talking about teams. This is a 4v4 tournament. You do not need a team to sign up. Last time, we didn't have anyone sign up with like pre-made teams. You just signed up and then we made teams. If you do have a team and you're all subbed to my channel or Kai's channel, then you can sign up as a team of 4. So if you have some buddies that play TFT that you want to play with, then sign up as a team. I think that'll be really, really cool. I imagine most people aren't going to have that level of stuff figured out, so feel free, absolutely sign up as just a singular person. But yeah, link is in the description down below. Like I said, it's on Sunday in the morning if you're North American time. If you're EU or whatever, maybe it's easier for you to play because it's like that probably is like afternoon or evening EU time. Signups, you got to get your signups in by Friday, midnight Eastern time. So get your signups in by Friday. And yeah, we'll see you guys there. Thank you. And now I'm gonna go to myself. What's up, guys? Sub-Zeric here, back for another VOD review, and today is patch day, of course. If you're in North America, then the patch dropped a few hours ago. If you're in like Asian regions or like EU, then you've probably had the patch for like almost a full day at this point, so I'm jealous of you guys. But yeah, if you didn't watch my patch review, you can go, that's my most recent video, so just go, you click the little icon with me on it. Okay, you guys know how to do that. I talked a lot about this patch and my thoughts about this patch. I think overall, I like the direction a lot of stuff went in, but I was a little bit afraid of the direction they were going with a few comps. The Veigar buff seemed very, very scary, but they actually fixed that pretty well right before the patch came out, so I'm quite happy with that. And there's another comp that I really, a lot of people were speculating that would be quite strong because it got buffed so hard. Namzi got buffed, Twitch got buffed, Jace got buffed, Shyvana got buffed, Shapeshifters got buffed. That is, of course, this like one-cost reroll comp where you play around Namzi and all those units that I just listed. But initial data so far suggests that the comp is strong, but not like broken, that you can play it in good positions, but you shouldn't just like hard force or anything like that, which is where a one-cost reroll comp should be, right? If you get a bunch of the units, we're looking Snoodyboo spot here, he has a bunch of the units, you can really consider playing around this comp. This is Snoodyboo, by the way, very strong European player, and we get Pandora's Bench here, which basically means that we really want to play some kind of reroll comp like this. Also, this is I've only seen this far into the VOD, but look, this is a really cool decision that Snoodyboo makes. He decides to roll here at 2-1 actually, using his level 3 rolls here, because getting 2 stars to actually roll down is such an accelerator for your ability to actually get to the 3 stars. So in that spot there, we were Jace paired, Elise paired, Blitzcrank paired, and Soraka paired, and hitting Blitz and Soraka 2-star means that we can start rerolling 2 stars, which feels really good, because the second that they reroll into anything that we're looking for, it'll start to feel really good. The only downside is now we're a little bit poor, but hopefully we can win and maybe sell this Lilia and just say making 10 feels good, hopefully, because our board's not too bad at this point. But yeah, and we do actually end up winning this, so will we? Oh, okay, we're not going to sell the Lilia here. We'd spend 1 gold to reroll a 1 cost is what Snoodyboo's thinking. I think I might have made that first 10 there by just selling this Lilia and this Zoe here, but playstyle difference, I guess. But yeah, I mean, we are going to use Pandora's here. The nice thing is there's a lot of 1 cost that we're looking for, so there are a lot of units that we can roll for in this situation and pick up. It also looks like he has Twitch on the reroll. I wonder if he's going to reroll this Twitch, because I assume that you want to hold on to this Twitch. Twitch fits pretty well onto this board. He's Hunter with the Namzi, and he can also be Frost if you get stuff like Swain and then an extra Frost unit down the line. And yeah, he is going to move Twitch off the thingy, so makes a lot of sense. But yeah, I mean, this comp, I think The only circumstances that this comp was being played the last patch was with a golden quest augment, the one that a lot of people were playing with the Zoe reroll comp, reroll for Zoe plus Lilia plus Poppy, and so that can very easily get to a bunch of the units that you want in that comp. Then you can throw in like a Seraphine or obviously like hitting Ari, and then you'll have the golden quest here. This is a nice comp because you have so many one costs to reroll for, so it's actually very, very easy if you pick up a golden quest to get to everything that you need. You can just straight up roll for 4 one costs here in the Twitch, Namzi, Jace, and the Elise, and so you can hit those one cost 3 stars really, really, really quickly, which means that you're gonna get to where you need to be. Take Sword off Carousel here. I'm actually interested in maybe like a Shojin Slam here, but I think Snooty sees that this fight is just one that we're not going to win, so no need to over slam in this situation, though Shojin looks pretty reasonable to me, but we'll see. And yeah, we're going to pick up Jace 3 already, actually. Wow, we roll into Jace and pick up another one, so boom. Jace 3 to start the game is fantastic. That's what's so nice about Pandora's, and Pandora's is great in this comp. You know, I think about Pandora's in a comp like multicaster reroll, or multi-striker. I've called it multicaster so many times this set. Multi-striker reroll. And the downside to playing the Pandoras in that comp is that you only have a couple of one costs that you're digging for. You're just digging for Jax and for Ashe. Here we're digging for 4 one costs. So every one cost that we reroll, there's actually a very, very high chance of it hitting. And you can see this. We keep picking up these relevant one costs from our rerolls. And the other nice thing is you really like Pandora's in a comp where you're searching for a specific 5 cost. That's why it actually was so good in something like multi-strikers, because you can find a random 5 cost on level 7 or level 8, reroll that, and try to pick up a Camille. Whereas in this comp, you also have another 5 cost that you're really, really interested in, which is that the Briar, as some people might call her. Not me, I would never call her that. We are actually, looks like, yeah, gonna start itemizing Twitch and Jace here. Okay, so blue buff and then Sterak's here. Jace is kind of like an AD bruiser, like frontliner slash damage dealer type champion, so this does make sense. And then yeah, Twitch just getting the blue buff to getting to a 3 auto cast feels pretty nice here. So yeah, and of course we already have the Twitch 3, so it makes a lot of sense. Also note that Snoodyboo didn't actually like roll here that much at all really to look for units. I guess the ideas were so close to everything already that we don't really need to. Oh, he's looking at Blossoming Lotus. They did actually buff Ascension this patch. I'm down to check the statistics really quick. Yeah, let's do a quick stats check on the new. Does tft.op.gg have new patch stats? Yeah, 14.17. Nice. So let's look up Ascension. Not final Ascension, not partial Ascension, but regular Ascension. 4.47. Yeah. Actually, no, this is 3.2, right? Yeah. So it's not amazing. 4.67. It does look like a pretty good last augment. Not sure why it's still showing up here, because you shouldn't be able to get it at 2.1, but maybe there's like a, I don't know. Yeah, with TFT, things could be bugged, who knows. But okay, so the statistics don't say that it's like amazing. Yeah, and even I checked another stats website, they also showed it 2.1. So I don't know, maybe that because I'm pretty sure they wanted to change it so that it doesn't show up at 2.1 anymore. But that change might not have gone through. Honestly, looking at the stats websites, hey, that's why we love stats. But yeah, I mean, at this point, we're still just trying to find our full board of 3 stars here. Snoodyboo, though, like I said, didn't roll that deep, so we're just kind of like slowly accruing these one costs, and it also seems like we might actually hit at least 3 this game, though we are just rolling a little bit on level 5. I think this makes sense, right? You're also looking for the Shyvana 3, and we've already found 2 really consequential units, right? The Jace and the Twitch, and so like if we slow roll on 5 and we find at least 3, we play it. If we don't find it, we don't play it. You know, it's not like we're Golden Quest and we need to hit the at least 3. So I think this makes decent sense here. And we're just going to continue to chill on this board here. The Ascension, honestly, I think is really going to come into play once we can start pushing levels and getting more and more shapeshifters in. Bow and Rod open here. We were looking at maybe that red buff there. You don't really need LW onto someone like Twitch. But like, what else are you going to take here? You're going to take Glove for sure, right? But like, I don't know. Are you going to make LW into... Whoa, look at that person. That person just had 4 duplicators there. There's another Namzi, which is solid. There's an at least 2. Okay, so now we're actually really looking at potentially hitting at least 3. And ooh, the level 6. Okay. Ooh, this is a new charm, the one that gives all of your 1-star units some extra shielding. Doesn't really do much here. And we end up getting an Elise in here. And ooh, okay, so the full spread of items here. We are 1 item Jace, 1 item Twitch, 1 item Namzi. I don't completely love it because now we're kind of stuck in this weird scenario here where, you know, like we have 1-1-1 on everybody. Like, honestly, even though LW sucks on Twitch, if we were making LW, I would have just thrown it onto the Twitch. But okay. And we have 7 Elises at this point. Really just trying to find that last Shapeshifter unit here, either the Nico or the Swain, or I guess Nass if we're a high roller. But you can't really justify like rolling deep here. So I think, yeah, you just chill on this board here. This is kind of, I guess the LW does open up some interesting positioning tech where like now we can put the Twitch and the Namzi on opposite sides. Normally you'd want them right next to each other because you want the armor shred from Twitch to being applying to the unit that Namzi's hitting. But here we can kind of separate them just because we do have that that shred like this. So I don't know, kind of nice. Also looks like interesting. We decided to stop rolling. I mean, I think making a 4-cost on this bench makes a lot of sense to dig for something like a Nasus. But I do still want to find that Elise first. Ooh, 2-star 2-cost is really nice to pick up here. And then, yeah, we're just going to do 4-cost with that as well. Ooh, honestly, this augment seems insane here because we can guarantee get a 5-cost to roll. Yeah, that's actually so good for us here. And the only thing now is figuring out what our items are going to be. Crown Guard Shivana, it looks like. Okay, I mean, if we can get to Shivana, this looks very solid. And then, I mean, if we're itemizing Shivana, we can go Spark. This is such a weird setup where we have items on just everybody. I feel like it's a bit inefficient here, but maybe we can get to, I mean, we'd really love like an items augment here, where we could actually get to every, I mean, best augment here is one that doesn't exist, binary airdrop. If binary airdrop is in the game, it would be so nice here. I mean, support golem is still, let's do quick stats checks as well. Still really broken, even with the slight nerf to it. Vertically inclined doesn't sound horrible, but I mean, this augment is just kind of weak in general. Yeah, still is quite weak, so you probably just want to angle the support golem here. You have my bow does give us more items, but I don't think you can take it really. Oh, okay, Moonstone Renewer, very nice. We're gonna push 7 here, get the Nico in here. Oh, we're gonna take the charm that makes dragons do extra damage, and then okay, we're just gonna play this board for now. So yeah, I mean, oh my god. My mic, I think, picks up more like noise. So I bet you guys actually heard that was like a giant thunderclap outside. I mean, it's gonna start pouring rain. It was raining earlier today here. But yeah, okay, so we're pushing levels and kind of using Pandora's to allow us to not have to worry too much about like actively rolling for this Elise and actively rolling for this Shivana. That is one of the nice things about this augment. And the idea, right, is that we can just chill here on this setup and ideally push 8 as quickly as possible. Use Pandora's to find all the last stuff that we don't care about so much, like the Shivana, which is nice but not absolutely necessary. And then we can push level 8 and get 6 Shapeshifter in, which is going to be a huge spike for this board. 6 Shapeshifter buffed, all the Shapeshifters buffed. We really want to pick up that Briar. I think, you know, talking about things that are kind of like broken early on in this patch and seem out of line, I think Briar is really standing out as one of the very out of line things. Like I said in the patch rundown, Briar was already a pretty strong unit and they decided to like Omega buff her for some reason. So now I think Briar is a monster. We do also, a Namzi would be another huge pickup because that's 3 dragon, which is a lot of extra damage for Namzi. I think I said Namzi. Like these stupid dragons. Smolder, yes, Smolder is big for dragon for Namzi here. And ooh, we get both here actually. Whoa, wait, that's actually a wild call out here. We end up selling our Twitch 3 in the situation. I think I just saw lightning. I think I just saw a huge bolt of lightning. So if you guys hear thunder in like, I don't know, 10-20 seconds, then like I'm right. Okay, I heard it. It was actually like, sounds quite far off. But okay, the 3 dragon here over the hunter. I mean, it kind of makes sense. Hunter's just a little bit of extra AD, whereas 3 dragon actually like upgrades this ability of Namzi pretty significantly. So I could actually see this. Lesser Champion Duplicator here is also huge. This allows us to get to that Shivana, and we also picked up the Elise off of the Pandora's bench here. So we are cruising now. We have both the 5 costs that we need on level 8, which is huge. And I mean, this is just gonna be our board. We're gonna push 9, I assume. Maybe get Hunter back in. I wish there was like a 5-cost Hunter that we could play. Outside of that, I don't know. Maybe just throw a random Olaf onto the board or something. But I mean, the spot looked great actually, and we're 58 HP. We preserved a lot, and I feel like this is where the board's really going to spike. It's kind of similar, once again. I'm thinking of this comp very similarly to Multi-Striker Reroll, where you really want to push levels and hit those verticals. You know, multi-striker reroll, it spikes on the 3 stars and then it spikes again on the 7 multi-striker. This comp spikes on the 3 stars and then it spikes again really, really hard on the ability for you to play 6 Shapeshifter and eventually 3 Dragon as well. So, I mean, we've hit a lot of our spikes here. I imagine our board is going to be quite strong in this spot. Rerolling 4 costs to just try to pick up Nasus here. Looking for a last... I mean, anybody item, actually. There's so many units that we could itemize here, so I'm really curious to see where the items go. We don't really need heal cut because we have dragons in, so looks like, yeah, we're just gonna go for Crown Guard. Double Crown Guard Archangels here. I'm curious to see how much damage this Shiv does, because they buff Shiv's damage this patch. She is more of like an AP fighter, is what Mortdog said, and she hops into the backline, and she's doing decent AoE damage there, walking straight to all these backliners, man. Oh my god. Wait, Shiv did a lot of damage there. We ended up booming this guy, so we didn't actually get to see, but is Shiv the secret carry of this comp? I mean, it kind of seems that way after that last fight. Shiv did an insane amount of damage, especially compared to something like the Namzi, who, you know, like, isn't doing that much damage. What is Shiv's ability upgrade when in dragon form? Oh, right, she heals whenever burning enemies are damaged. So it kind of gives her that sustain with the burn that, you know, she is doing, that kind of everybody, all your dragons are doing. This fight looked a little bit rough. We are fighting Veigar reroll, which it got its cap nerfed a little bit, but got the entire pathway up to Veigar buffed. So I think this comp will still be fine. Just doesn't seem as broken as maybe some people thought. I heard some talk of this being insanely broken. Ooh, Pandora's here, plus this animate shop augment actually, or charm actually seems really, really nice there. And wow, we pick up the Briar 2 on 8 as well. The nice thing about this is now we can actually start rerolling. We're rerolling a Fiora 2. This picks up so many units for us, and we can actually start looking for 3-star 4 costs. This is one of the ways you can cap out and end up winning games when you're playing around this Pandora's bench augment, is that you can look for a 3-star 4 cost, especially someone like Nasus, who, you know, like, I mean, it depends on the comps that are in the lobby. Sometimes a very contested unit, sometimes not so contested. But hey, we already have 3. We have a 2-star 4 cost being rerolled here. So the second that hits Nasus, we have 6. We could even take one off Carousel here, but it looks like we're just looking for better holistic items. There's no way. You're hovering Smolder. There's no way we're going to put that on Smolder, right? Ooh, okay. So we're just gonna do this to get 6 Shapeshifter in here. And the idea is we can actually play 8 Shapeshifter this round with the +1 here. Makes a lot of sense. Yeah, and so we're gonna cut Smolder for a round here, play 8 Shapeshift, and our board is gonna be insanely tanky. And the Edge of Night, yeah, just goes on Jace. I think that's reasonable. It's just like, we gotta finish these Jace and these Namzi items here, surely. But yeah, I mean, look how tanky this board looks. Shyvana, once again, 6k damage in a pretty quick fight. I feel like this Shyvana unit is actually the secret carry. I might put her in the thumbnail, man. Ooh, what is that? So the idea here is, yeah, we can move items over to Briar. Wow. I mean, you lose the Jace, of course. We're going to get Eldritch in here, which is kind of a funny addition because it doesn't do that much. I think I would definitely rather Hunter onto this board, or I don't know, anything rather than Eldritch, but I mean, it's an upgrade, and Namzi is, or not Namzi, but Nami is CC, and Nami got buffed this patch as well. But this actually makes a lot of sense. We can move items now over to the Briar. Briar, one of the strongest units, like I talked about, in the game right now, and so she's gonna do a lot better. And like Jace, who really cares about, you know, having those items on Jace? I mean, I think it makes a lot of sense. And we are actually feeding the Briar every round. The feed got more strong this patch. Now you feed her for an extra 30 HP, I believe. So especially in a spot like this where Briar's itemized, where we're 6 Shapeshifter, you really do want to feed her here, unless you're like very, very afraid of just like dying instantly. But Snoodyboo, no fear here. He's gonna roll down here, try to, I hope, find something over this Nami, but maybe this is just the final board here. I mean, even something like yeah, I disagree with playing Nami over even Nora. Like, if we're not going to play Hunter, surely Nora should be in over Nami, right? And then you can just Nora onto the Briar here. Seems like 1,000 times better than random Eldritch here, but still, you know, random Eldritch, it is a dude. And hey, Briar on the backline here, we have locked in our top 4 here. This is also kind of a cool lobby. We had Candiz, Volta, Kenobi, Frobe. Yeah, this is actually a really fun lobby. I mean, we have to roll down. We have to continue to roll down for a charm here. I think he's thinking about picking up Salvager. Oh my god, he's thinking about not buying charm here? on 18 HP. Okay, I mean, if we're that confident that our board is this strong, we're fighting Bard, Zillion, Mordekaiser reroll. Honestly, I should have auto-reviewed that game because that is a really, really weird comp. But dude, look at the work. Yeah, I think Briar, man, I mean, look at this Briar go 14,000 damage there. Yeah, I think Briar might be a little strong this patch. And yeah, we're still rolling all of these 4 costs. The second that we can pick up an extra Nasus will feel really good. Also, the second we can pick up any combat charm will feel really good. Yordle Spirit is certainly good enough here. So yeah, we will definitely take that. And it's just us versus a couple other people. So guaranteed top 3. We're fighting, this looks like 8 portal. This is just a standard portal, vertical portal rise with a portal +1. Briar jumps to the back line, a ton of CC. And look at all the healing. She's just doing so much damage, so much healing. Yeah, this unit does not seem balanced in the least, and the rest of the wait, that's a double kill. It's just a first, and yeah, the rest of the shapeshifters doing support work there is absolutely nuts. Wow. Okay. I mean, that was a very, very quick first from Snoodyboo. So, I mean, showing off a very, very strong new comp. Shyvana did a lot of work. Briar late game did a lot of work. Namzi, I wasn't too impressed with, but a little bit of supporting damage, not so bad. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my Twitch. Oh, Sub War. Fuck! I didn't mention Sub Wars. Okay, I'll stitch a thing in at the front of this video. Go sign up for Sub Wars though.